So welcome back to obviously Fight Talk. For the people watching on YouTube, you will know, but for people listening on audio, you're about to find out. We are joined by world famous, viral sensation as well, but legendary boxing coach Eric Kelly. So Eric, thanks a million for taking the time to come on to obviously Fight Talk.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate you 200%.
Eric, I came across Paddy Cronin, mutual friends of ours, when we were talking to Paddy about Mayweather. He said you got to get a good friend of mine on the show, and he dropped your name to break things down. So we got to thank Paddy for that hookup straight away. But then as soon as Paddy put me onto you, I seen a video with you with Luke Thomas, where you were at Mayweather McGregor presser in New York. And it went pretty big. So has your thoughts differed in any sense with the fight, or how are you feeling about McGregor Mayweather?
It is what it is, and I understand that boxing, people don't understand this. A fighter is an entertainer. It's the entertainment industry. You got to put asses in seats. At the fights, they sell popcorn, they sell hot dogs, they sell beers, they sell sodas. Same shit they sell at the circus, same shit they sell at the movies, same shit they sell at the concerts. It's entertainment. I don't understand why people don't understand this is the entertainment industry. But you got a lot of motherfuckers out there that they rather see a dog with a diamond in his ass than a nigga with a bone. And what I mean by that is they hate to see a motherfucker happy, doing this thing, getting this money, entertaining, and doing what he does. You know what I'm saying? Take a guy like Floyd Mayweather, for example. Floyd Mayweather done fought over 20 world champions, beat them all, former world champions, current world champions, whatever. He fought them and beat them all. He's a U.S. Olympian. Count the Hall of Famers he beat. Don't just count the world champions he beat. Count the Hall of Famers that he beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now take Conor McGregor, for example. Condom don't got as many fights as Mayweather, but Condom done fought, you know, Nate Diaz is in a good share of champions. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you got two elite athletes in their sports, two elite athletes, and they going at it. But the populace, I don't know what it is over there where y'all at, but here in America, I feel there's a lot of motherfucking hating going on. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Over some dumb shit. It's entertainment industry, motherfuckers. Everyone loves and raves over Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay. And I agree that he's the greatest. I agree. Ali fought Antonio Inoki.
Yeah.
Now, was the grandparents of today's haters, was they hating on when Ali fought Inoki? I don't know, because maybe this shit is genetic. Maybe it run in their blood. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I understand what it is. It's entertainment. And if you're a boxing fan, you stupid. If you're a boxing fan, I really question how much of a fan you are for this fight. Because Floyd Mayweather's a boxer, right? One of the best. Mm-hmm. And then you got Conor McGregor, a UFC fighter, MMA. Now, Conor is coming into boxing to fight Floyd. This is not like when James Toney fought Randy Couture in an MMA fight. This is not that. Right now, boxing has the upper hand. Who's the number one athlete in this fight? Floyd Mayweather. Who's the draw? Floyd Mayweather. Who's the A-side? Floyd Mayweather. So if you're a die-hard boxing fan and you love boxing, how the fuck could you get upset over a boxer having an upper hand throughout this whole thing and they fighting in a boxing match? After all, isn't boxing's biggest competitor MMA, UFC? People say, oh yeah, UFC is destroying boxing, it's killing boxing. Meanwhile, we got a UFC fighter, the top fighter fighting the top boxer in a boxing match. And the top athlete throughout the whole thing is a boxer. So if you're a boxing fanatic fan, how the hell can you get upset when boxing has the upper hand? UFC has the UFC doesn't have the upper hand. Boxing has the upper hand.
Do you see any way, though, Eric, of Conor winning this? Like, people are saying, we had Wayne McCullough, former WBC bantamweight champion, on with us last week, and Wayne was saying with the right tactics, he could win. If Conor adopted the right tactics, and if Floyd's reflexes aren't what they were a couple of years ago, Conor's got this chance. Do you see a way, but from watching any of Conor's previous fights, in a way he could possibly get this, let's call it like the biggest upset in boxing history, because that's what it would be? Do you see any way this can happen?
No. I mean, a one-hitter quitter can get anybody at the end of the day. We know a one-hitter quitter can get anybody. But Floyd Mayweather has forgotten more than Conor McGregor knows. You know what I'm saying? So, even Floyd out of shape, not out of shape, but not fresh and sharp as he was in the past, because he's been off for 2 years from boxing. So even a rusty Floyd knows how to survive. Like I said, a one-hitter quitter get anybody. But we got to take, say you got one of the more elusive and fast and sharp and best boxers of all time. Even when he loses something, he's still above average. You can't go from great to ordinary.
That's something he said as well.
Even when he loses something, he's still above average. Look at Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah.
Roy Jones Jr. went from great. He beat Antonio Tarver in their first fight, good 12-round decision. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go from great to terrible. I mean, he started getting knocked the fuck out, but he won a couple fights in between. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. He didn't go from great to terrible. He still can compete. He still can compete at the championship level. Can he win the championship? Obviously not. But he beat a lot of contenders. Think about it.
So
he beat a lot of contenders, Anthony Henshaw's, you know. He beat a lot of the contenders.
Well, that's something that Floyd said, though, as well. I think it was at the New York presser where he said, you know, I'm not fast, I'm not as powerful, I've lost reflexes, but I'm still good enough to beat you. Is that getting? Do you think that's just trying to get into Conor's head, or is that fact?
I think it's selling the card. That's what I think it is. I think it's selling the card. I think that this Floyd knows that he got the people's eyes and ears on this, and they listening, and they want to hear that. Oh, I'm not the same Floyd. They want to hear. I mean, you got to make it seem like Conor got some kind of a chance, don't you? Think about it. Use your head for more than a hat rack. You gotta. Seriously. You gotta make it seem as if Condom has some kind of a chance, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, how can Floyd get up and say, "Yeah, man, he's an MMA fighter. I'm one of the best boxers of all time. I'm just gonna wipe this guy out in the first round. He don't belong in the same ring as me." Is that gonna sell the fight?
Yeah.
When people already got that feeling and thought in their brain that he don't belong in the same ring with you, and subconsciously they know it.
Conor McGregor, to argue that
sell the fight, no.
We'll argue the Irish and the MMA side of it, but Conor McGregor is in the prime of his life. He's young, sharp, strong, but yet you still think a 40-year-old, 41 when he steps into the ring.
How long has he been in the prime of his life?
Well, they always say the sweet spot is between...
I'm asking you a question. I don't want to hear how long has he been in the prime of his life?
Well, you can argue with the last 2 years he's been in the prime, with the fights he's had.
How the fuck he been in the prime of his life the last 2 years when he just got tapped out last year?
He avenged that loss. Very different. I guarantee you Floyd Mayweather...
That shit was close. That decision was tighter than Frog's ass.
I can guarantee...
He avenged that loss.
I can guarantee you...
In his prime, they don't lose.
I can guarantee you Floyd would tap like a bitch if they got into the octagon.
You talking to a fool? What kind of fool is you? Who you think you're talking to, a fool? Did Ali lose in his prime? Did Roy Jones lose in his prime? Did Mayweather lose in his prime? Did Tyson lose in his prime? What do you mean the prime of his life? Did Anderson Silva lose in his prime? Huh?
MMA is a very different game.
We can go further back than that. Did Horace Gracie lose in his prime?
Oh, we just dropped you there. Just as it's getting heated.
He's back.
The Ken Shamrock being his prime. How he was in his prime? You don't lose in your prime.
So you...
The Ken Shamrock, Horace Gracie, Anderson Silva, Mike Tyson,
you give no credit for moving up 2 weight classes.
Did Evander Holyfield lose in his prime? How do you lose in your prime? You don't lose in your prime. Did Pernell Whitaker lose in his prime? Who loses in their prime? He was in his prime. Oh, he was in his prime because you said he was in his prime? Well, who the fuck is you?
Do you not give any validation to the knockouts of the likes of Jose Aldo, Chad Mendes? He's beaten Max Holloway, that some consider he's the #1 in the featherweight division now in the UFC. Conor McGregor's the lightweight champion in the UFC. That carries no water for you.
Okay, those guys you named. Mm-hmm. Those guys you named, between those guys, how many championships that they had, world titles did they have between them?
Well, there's a good few in MMA.
In MMA,
it is different.
I'm asking you a question. I want to answer. I don't want a statement. I'm asking you a question. When you ask the question, you give an answer. Now I'm back to regularly scheduled programming. Those guys that you named. How many world titles were between them?
How many times did Aldo defend his belt? If Aldo was unbeaten for 10 years, Max Holloway has only won his title, so he's only one title.
Between 3 and 5.
Between
them, you're looking at 8 titles.
Okay. Now, you got 8 titles, 8 world titles, like world titles?
Yeah.
All right, got 8 world titles between the 3 of them, right? And Condon beat those guys. Mm-hmm. Now, I can go back to the Tysons and the Roy Jones and all these and the Floyd Mayweathers and the Whitakers, and I can get 20-something titles. Actually, off Floyd, I can get more than 8 titles off just one person, or by two people.
Yeah.
2 people. Same thing with Tyson. Because Tyson is the first fighter to become the undisputed champion by beating the champion of the WBC. Then he beat the champion of the WBA. Then he beat the champion of the IBF. Mm-hmm. When you in your prime, you don't lose, man.
Why are people so interested at this stage? And if it's this clear and it's that black and white that this is what's going to happen, this is the result, Mayweather wins, why are we all so interested? Why is everybody talking about it? Are we that stupid that we've just been sold on hype?
Didn't I tell you that a motherfucker rather see a dog with a diamond in his ass than a nigga with a bone? Didn't I just tell you that?
You certainly did at the time.
Motherfucker want to see maybe Floyd get knocked out. They want to see that. Mm-hmm. May say we got to see it. Hopefully, yes. Hopefully we got to see it. Motherfuckers on the edge of their seat. Like a Michael Jackson concert. Think about it. This is real.
Do you think...
Now you got... What were you about to say?
Do you think that Floyd Mayweather makes his return to boxing if McGregor wasn't there? Do you think Floyd would come back to fight somebody else? Or do you think that the hype that's around this fight brings him back?
Nah. What are you, crazy? Who was that asked me the question? The guy with the black hair? The brunette? The Backstreet Boy looking motherfucker?
Yeah. It's not my opinion, I'm asking the question.
Stop. Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, you got possibly Terrence Crawford, you got Amir Khan, you got Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? You got Sean Porter. Who the fuck is Floyd gonna fight that's gonna bring in more money than Conor McGregor? I think 2 of them combined, maybe all of them combined, couldn't bring in as much money as Conor. Save for Manny Pacquiao. Let's say Floyd came in for Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, and Danny Garcia. Do you think that's gonna make more money than Conor fight?
No.
So why the fuck would you ask me that dumbass question?
The people want to hear your opinion.
Do you just go around asking dumb fucking questions? Here's dumb question of the day. And I was the lucky motherfucker to get the dumb question of the day.
Right, we're gonna put you on point. What round give us your opinion of how the fight finishes. We know you think Floyd wins. How does he win, and when does he win?
I think he wins by decision, a good one. If it's a stoppage, if it won't be a knockout, it'll be throwing in the towel or maybe disqualification because Conor tried to put the nigga in the rear naked chokehold. You feel me?
Yeah.
Perhaps that. I think Floyd is gonna. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, Floyd was on the ropes and Conor landed some shots and got everybody, got the crowd going, because Conor is wailing on Floyd, hitting him in his arms and hitting him in his shoulders and hitting him, or maybe he might bust Floyd lip. Like when Miguel Cotto fought Floyd, everybody said Miguel Cotto fucked Floyd up. And he was getting in some shots, but at the end of the day, when who was rocking? Cotto was rocking.
Yeah.
Floyd was hitting Cotto, and Cotto was stumbling around. I mean, he bust motherfucker Floyd lip. Everybody, oh yeah, he bust Floyd lip. He bust Floyd lip. Listen, Cotto is a future Hall of Fame, a 4-time world champion. He's a fucking Olympian. If he can't bust your lip, then he don't belong in the ring.
What did you think, or did you see any of Paul Malignaggi's comments about sparring with Conor, where he's saying you keep these things in the ring?
I mean, listen, Paulie, my man. I've been knowing Paulie since before he started boxing. Paulie, my man. Meanwhile, it's entertainment, man. It's entertainment industry. You're in the entertainment industry. I'm a big Paulie fan, but you're in the entertainment industry. You got to put asses in seats. Asses in seats. How the fuck? Paulie's a fella entertainer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He going there to get that money. He sparring condom. You know what I'm saying? You got to sell the card.
So again,
you got to sell it from all angles. You got to sell the show. Sell this motherfucker, man. Let's sell it. Let's sell it.
I think what's great about this fight, Eric, and it is an obvious statement that the boxing world's going to watch it. Either, as you said, for the haters of Floyd that want to see Floyd get knocked out, then you're going to have the Floyd fans. Conor carries the same in MMA. There's people who love Conor McGregor here in MMA, and then there's people who absolutely hate him and want to see him get beat. So between the two of them, they're bringing both sides of love and hate to the fight. But moving on and talking about you as well, Eric, we know you've a new venture coming up as well with the gym. We've seen there's a viral video of you teaching the Wall Street fighters, where you talk to them, sort of how you've talked to us today. But what's happening for you, my man? What's up for you in the Bronx? I believe you're opening up a new gym.
Yeah, I got my old gym now in the South Bronx called South Box by Eric Kelly. You know what I'm saying? We had French Montana was in the hood over there yesterday. Funk Master Flex was there last week. We doing our thing at South Box by Eric Kelly. We getting our Eric Kelly on. The gym has only been open for about 6 weeks, less than a couple months. So, it's new right now. I got a lot of kids from the neighborhood coming in, doing their thing. A lot of the small business owners, like people who own the flower shop. My guy Mike, the guy who owns the flower shop, he fought in the Golden Gloves back in 95 and 96. And he lost to Zab Judah in the finals. So he made it to the finals of the Golden Gloves, losing to Zab Judah. That's not bad. Yeah. And, I'm just doing my thing at South Box Gym, trying to build it. I want to be one of the top boxing gyms in the Bronx and in New York City. I want to be one of the top boxing gyms in New York City.
No, because I know you spoke about, there was a documentary a while back on Voice about you as well, and how important boxing was to you when you were young. So do you find yourself that that's something you have to give back to the community as well, to give these young guys a chance that you had?
Yes, I got to. I mean, I got to play my part. I mean, I did it as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I was able to inspire some athletes that came after me. And right now I just want to be another outlet for them to do what they got to do, get the condition they need, shape they need, get the teaching they need, and not just teaching the boxing, but teaching the life tips, advice, and stuff like that. And hopefully they can take it to the next level.
And is that something that you want? Again, it's almost like an obvious question, but are you hoping to one day coach a world champion as well? Is that the end goal with these young guys coming into the gym?
Right now, no, that's not my thing. I've never wanted to be a real boxing trainer, coach a real fighter to get to the world title. I've never wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? I've never wanted to do that. I meant I still got a lot of guys, a lot of world champions and fighters and stuff today that I know personally, and give my little advice to. We talk, have conversation. I give them little tips and shit like that. But I don't want to be the person to. I don't want to. Right now, maybe in the future. But I'm not saying I want to be the next Emmanuel Stewart or Al Mitchell or anything like that, or George Washington. I'm not saying that. No.
I have to say it's been an experience talking to you here. And are you going to be going to the fight, or are you going to be watching at home buying the pay-per-view?
I might go to it. I don't know. I might go to it. If I go to it, I'm gonna talk prime shit there, boy.
There's another fight that's getting overshadowed by, and that's Golovkin and Canelo. Yeah. What's your thoughts on that? Where'd you see that one go?
I don't even like Canelo. I want Triple G to bust him up.
And do you think that's going to be the outcome?
Say what?
You think he'll get him finished, or it'll be a 12-round
war? I ain't say I think he will. I want him to.
Yeah.
I hope he does.
Again,
he's gonna have Triple G got a good jab. Triple G is powerful, obviously. Got good balance, good technique. He's not too fast, but he got enough speed. He got decent movement. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo a lot of Canelo wins and stuff, fights, there's always a catch to it. You know what I'm saying? He fought Josecito Lopez when he was a 140, and Canelo was a 54. He fought Amir Khan when he was a 160, and Amir Khan was a 47. He fought an oval shot Kermit Cintron. I'll give him partial credit for the Miguel Cotto fight, but man, Miguel Cotto's not no 160. And Miguel Cotto was past it also at the time. You know what I'm saying? I will give Canelo props for the Lara fight. Lara could have got that. I will give Canelo props for the Trout fight. Trout could have got that. You know what I'm saying? Could have. And it was those kind of fights. You know what I'm saying? He did drop Trout though. So I'll give it to Canelo. He learned a lot from the Mayweather fight. I didn't think he was going to win it. You know what I mean? But I'm not necessarily a fan of him. The kid got 50 fights? 50 fights? And you could probably only name 6, 7 elite fighters he fought, if that. How many were in their prime? Think about it. How many were in their prime? How much of his resume is little guys, old guys, and just guys who are not, you know what I'm saying, anything? Yeah. Look at this. Yeah. So Miguel Cotto turned pro at 140. I know I've been knowing Miguel Cotto since 97. I've been fighting with him. You know what I'm saying, for years. I saw the kid from the amateurs on the Junior Olympics in Mexico City in 1997. You know what I'm saying? So I've been seeing Cotto forever. I've been knowing these guys forever. So I know where these guys come from. I know who these guys have been in the ring with.
There's the one statement as well, Eric, that came out about boxing now. Again, you're an absolute...
Look at Canelo resume and look at Cotto resume.
Yeah, it's the who's who for Triple G. Just a quick one as well. Sorry, just a lot of people said, boxing needs this McGregor-Mayweather fight because boxing isn't what it was. Is that complete bullshit, or is there a bit of truth in that?
It's a little bit of truth. Because now we got competition in fight sports. Before we didn't have competition in fight sports, unless you count the WCW or WWF. In all honesty, and I'm a boxing fan, 200,000 million %. WrestleMania 6 was my greatest I love her. I'd rather watch WrestleMania 6 than any motherfucking boxing card. Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan in the finals, motherfuckers, you crazy? Yeah. I'd rather watch WrestleMania 6.
That was my choice.
Are you an MMA fan?
I can't hear you.
Are you an MMA fan? Are you a fan of MMA?
Yeah, I respect MMA. Yeah, I like it. You know what I'm saying? Am I a fan now? But I respect it. I like it. I know a lot of the fighters. David Branch. The World Series of Fighting champ, middleweight and light heavyweight, King Mo, Muhammad Lawal, my guy,
Yeah.
I respect it, yeah.
Would you have thrown your...
Allow it.
Would you have liked to have tried it? Would you have liked to try MMA if you could have?
Nah. Because you know what? If I did, obviously I got the boxing. I know how to wrestle a little bit too, because I got a lot of experience with a lot of wrestlers. I mean, like Olympic champion wrestlers and shit. So I know a lot of wrestlers, good wrestlers, and I've always wrestled around with them a little bit. They fucked me up, but I learned something. You know, but with my boxing, and I would like to learn jiu-jitsu.
And what about WWE? If you got the call, seeing as you're a big fan, would you try it out?
I was a big fan. I ain't been a big fan of WWE since the last pay-per-view I ordered was when Ultimate Warrior beat Triple H. And that was in, what, 90? Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Probably, yeah.
That was 11, like 11 or WrestleMania 12.
Yeah.
That was years ago. WrestleMania 11, that was back in the 90s.
Yes.
I haven't been on it since then.
Yeah, they lost me then as well. I grew up and realised it was, we copped on that it was fake.
Obviously, I was in love with WCW, you know, the NWO, you know, Sting, colorful Sting. I didn't like the
Sting.
black and white school. I like colorful Sting.
I'm lost now. I'm gone. I'm out. This is me cashed out of this one. Listen, Eric, we wish you the best with the gym. Hopefully it goes well with you. We'll have you back on anytime.
I told you motherfuckers, give me several reminders about this call.
That was him.
You niggas text me one. Listen to me. You fuck up a wet dream. What part? And you know what? And you want to know something? I capitalized several.
I seen that. I noticed that.
I capitalized. I said several. That means if you would have gave me like 15 reminders, let me tell you something. My phone is charging in the kitchen. If I went to walk to go to the bathroom and saw my phone charged and saw the text, I would have missed it.
Well, I blame this guy.
Me several.
Just saying.
Stop that modest shit. Oh, I didn't want to bother you, mate. Oh, I didn't want to piss
Yeah. We're Irish. We're not English. Do a leprechaun accent.
Irish, English, stupid, same thing.
Oh. The Irish
Not the
fans will
same
love that.
thing. Not the same thing. Not the same thing.
Several. I capitalized several.
You did. To be fair. But
Give
also,
me two.
you said you're on Skype once a year, and today's the day we got you on Skype. Skype, you're welcome. But get your Eric Kelly on Twitter. Follow the man, get following, and we wish you the best endeavours and everything you're doing, Eric. And we'll talk soon.
Yeah.
Whenever I want to feel insulted, I'll give you a bell.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys. Get your Eric Kelly on.
Cheers.
Gentlemen, thank you, sir.
Peace, guys.
There you have it. An interview where we've been insulted, we've been everything, but yet you're smiling.
Yeah.
It's the Neil Seary effect.
It's the Neil Seary effect, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has an insight into the Mayweather-McGregor fight quite like Eric Kelly.
Or my stupid questions.
Your backstreet boy fucking... Yeah, when I ask you a question, don't answer it well. Brilliant. Insulted
awesome.
for a good 29 minutes. That was wonderful.